Hello, Healthians. My name is Surya Manoharan. I'm a sports nutritionist and founder of Surya's NutriCare, a sports and wellness clinic based in Bangalore. One of the common problems I see in my everyday practice is vitamin D deficiency. Even though we Indians have so much of sunlight available for us, yet we are deficient in it. So let's discuss about why is it so important, what is the science behind it, food sources of vitamin D and supplementation if there is anything required, and also symptoms to know whether you have vitamin D deficiency or not, right? So let's start with the science behind it. So it is a little tricky over here, science wave coming up. Stay tuned with me. We all know that sunlight is observed in our body and it's converted into vitamin D, but what we don't know is how, right? So once sunlight is observed in the body, cholesterol converts it into 7 dehydrocholesterol, which is then converted to pre-vitamin D3. That is converted to cholecalciferol, which is then converted by our liver to 25-OH-D3, which is what is seen in our blood test. Finally, the kidney converts it to the active form, which is called as calcitriol. Oof. If you've stayed with me till now, give a tap to your back, right? So this is the mechanism that is happening inside our body for the vitamin D conversion. Yet 76% of Indians are deficient with vitamin D. Even in my clinic, when I see out of 10 people, 9 people, 8 to 9 people are deficient in vitamin D. And why? That is because we are not getting enough of it. Because our lifestyle demands us to be indoors, and even when we are out, we are either with full clothing or in car, which inhibits the absorption. Now let's discuss what are the symptoms of vitamin D. Hey Surya, how do I know whether I have vitamin D deficiency or not? Some of the symptoms you might be experiencing is muscle fatigue and weakness, constipation, loss of appetite, low bone density, because of which you could be facing frequent fractures. So these are some of the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. Now we spoke about the signs and the symptoms, but we didn't speak about why is it so important, right? Vitamin D, everyone keeps saying, but why is it so important? It's very important because it regulates calcium level in our blood. So why it is important is because calcium level is very important to maintain the neuron transmission and muscle contraction. So when it depletes, vitamin D will pull it from the kidney, gut and even bone to maintain the level. It is also very important to make sure the bone density is proper, because if you have low bone density, you will have regular or frequent fractures. Even if you're young or old, fractures is something you can't skip away from if you have low bone density. And it is also very important and crucial for immunity. So now that we know how important it is to our body, let's discuss about the different food sources we can get vitamin D from. The first one is egg yolk, then we have fish, and in fishes, especially fishes like sardine, mackerel and salmon, some of the wild mushrooms also have vitamin D. They have a similar conversion rate as our human body have, and also fortified milk, curd and yogurt has vitamin D in them. But the unfortunate thing about vitamin D deficiency is that if you're insufficient, that is, if you're below 30 mg per dl, food sources are not enough to get the levels up. To put it in context, you need somewhere around 250 mg of pure egg yolk to get your daily requirement. Let's be real, it is not practical. So if you are insufficient, that is, if your blood test shows that you are below 30 mg per dl, you need to take supplements to get it up, and from then on you can maintain it with food sources. But when you're taking a vitamin D dosage or supplements, you should be very cautious because it is a fat soluble vitamin. Now, what that means is if you overdo it, it stays inside your body. It doesn't get flushed out through urine or sweat like vitamin B or C, because they are water soluble vitamins. So, when you're taking vitamin D, it will lead to something called as hypervitaminosis D, which is a serious illness detrimental to health if you overdo the supplements. So it is very important to talk to your healthcare professional or a nutritionist before you start the dosage so that you don't end up in a hypervitaminosis D kind of a situation, right? I hope this video was helpful to you and you could learn a thing or two from it. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment below. I would love to answer them. If you found this video useful, follow, subscribe for more such contents.